Hello guys, welcome to a new tutorial. So recently I had to challenge myself with a 3D development and I learned how to make these cool portals. I wanna say thank you for all of the support you've given me with your likes and comments in the last video. It makes me feel like I do what I do for a reason and shows me that people are interested. So yeah. Thanks a lot. In the next 2 or 3 videos I'm gonna show you how to make this simple portal prototype, and then it's up to you to decide what you're gonna do with this. You can build the entire game on the top of this, or you can just take the knowledge and bring it to another game. In the last video we made the player controller and the scene that you can walk around, and in this video we're going to set up the view of the portal so you can see what is on the other side. In the next video I'll show you how to make teleportation effect so you can walk through the portal, and if this video gets attention, if I'll get likes and comments, and basically if I see that people like it and they want more, then maybe I'll make another video that will show how to make a portal gun so you can shoot portals or maybe enemies or anything that comes to mind or anything that people request in the comments. Before we begin, I want to say thank you to my Patreons Friendly Robot, AceKT1 Mighty Poppy, Dmitry Bilets, Steven and his son Gennady. Thanks to you guys, these tutorials are possible. Now let's begin. Alright, so this is what we made in the last video, a very simple scene where you can walk around, you can jump on the platforms, and that's it basically, nothing else, nothing much to it. And in this video we're gonna make portals, and we're gonna make view of the portals so you can see through the door like what is on the other side, just like in this simple prototype I have. Let me show it to you real quick. So we're gonna import the mesh of the door and we're gonna make this view possible so you can see yourself and entire scene behind it. But before we jump into coding and scripting, I want to explain the concept and I want to show you how it works by using components manually, so you basically understand the idea. Otherwise, what's the purpose of the tutorial, right? I could just give you a screenshot of the script and you would like use it on your own. So yeah, let's understand the idea first, and then I'm going to show you how to make one script that will do a quick setup for you and you don't have to do anything manually anymore. Just choose portal A and portal B. So how it's going to work? When we have two portals, both of them going to have the camera, right? Let's create maybe an empty object and call it portal A, and then let's make another empty object, portal B. So the idea is that portal A has a camera, and then we transfer in image from that camera to portal B. Maybe it will be easier to show in my prototype, right? Let me do this real quick. So we have a camera in portal A, and we need to transfer image from this camera to a portal B. As you can see, this is the camera view, and this is what you will see in the door if you go to play mode. Right here, just what I showed you. Even if I select the camera in the scene window, I believe that's going to be the view. All right? Exactly the same. So that's the target. How it's going to work? How are we doing this? First of all, we need to make a camera. So let's do and make a camera. And I'm just going to make a child object of the portal A. And then for the portal B, I'm going to create a 3D plane. It's going to be a mesh of the portal, the view window, if you can call it that. Right? So I have a mesh on the portal B. I'm going to move it away. And I'm going to take camera from portal A and maybe just move it here so I can see steps and the player. Now, how do I transfer this image over here? Very simple. We need to create a render texture. We're going to do that. Let's create render texture somewhere here. Yeah. And I'm going to call it as portal A view texture, for example, right? Now we're going to select the camera and drag this over here to render texture. And by the way, we don't need audio listener. Now we need to apply this texture. So this texture, if you select it, you can see it shows you view of the camera. So half job is done, believe me or not. And now our goal is to transfer this texture on this plane. How we do that? For that, we're going to use the material and not the default one. We need to create a material. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to create, let's say, portal B material, right? Now we drag this material on the plane like so. Now I have it here, and then I'm gonna take the texture and drag it to albedo over here, and ta-da, we have a view. Now portal B shows me what camera A sees. So basically just we need to do the reverse for the second portal, and view of both portals are ready. That's like the head of it, the concept, the idea, all right? Well, actually, let's do a quick setup for the opposite side so we know how it works, and then I'm gonna show you how to make it all in the script real quick. Yeah, we need the new camera. So let's do camera for portal B. So now we need to transfer image of camera B, and we're gonna maybe, I don't know, let's place it somewhere just here. Again, this is just example. We're gonna delete it all and recreate it real quick with a script. Delete audio listener, and now we need a new texture. Portal B, view texture. Let's drag it on the camera over here. Now this texture has a view of camera B, and to transfer it to portal A, we need to create a mesh, 3D plane. Now we have a mesh, and again, you see I'm just having them like so, like I'm seeing them from the top-down view, but it's just because we're doing it for example. You can easily rotate the mesh and place it like a door in this example, right? Nothing difficult. So yeah, now we have to make a material. Let's do material portal A, matte, okay, and I'm gonna drag it to the object. It doesn't work like so, or like so, yeah, it works, okay. And we drag portal B texture to albedo, and we have another view of the second portal. Very simple, very cool. Now you can move the portal A and move the camera, and view will change. So that's the goal for this video. That's what we need to do. But again, I want to do it in a smart way. So how we do this? Let's keep the camera, but delete the plane 1 and 2, and let's delete these 4. And you'll have a link in the description where you have to download a couple of files. I have them just to make this project, this prototype, a bit prettier, and it has a shader that will help us to make it look perfect. Let's click over here, download zip file. Then I'm gonna just open it, and my goal is to transfer files from here to my project. So I'm gonna drag shader like so, and I'm gonna drag these doors, FBX, and textures like so. Before you ask these questions, I'm gonna answer them. Shader, first of all, the shader, how it works. To be very honest, I'm not sure, I don't know. I found it online during my prototyping and trying making a portal, and you may know the situation when you have a million tabs open just like so, and like you search in different stuff. There is Overstack Overflow, and there is a like Unity forums, YouTube tutorials, everything is there, and one of these tabs just had this shader, and I found out it works, but I'm not sure how, and honestly it does not bother me, because for example I can use my phone without knowing how my phone works. Still okay with it, still fine, and I guess I could dive into it, but I'm just being lazy. Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to dig in this. If it works for me, it's fine, and if I'll ever have a reason to work with shaders more, probably I'll learn more. As far as I checked for now, this is a simple shader that was changed slightly. If you create a new shader over here, shader, unlead shader, and just open it, you'll see their difference is very small. With just one thing was added and fog was removed, and same goes here. Yeah, but again, I won't lie to you, even though it's difficult for me to admit, I'm not sure how it works, but I don't really care. That's not the main goal for me now. All right, so the portal, yeah. Let's close this and go back to Unity. We have a shader, we're gonna use it. Regarding the doors, these doors were made for one of the projects I had with another YouTuber. You may heard of No Communication Challenge by Blackthorn Prod. So I was in one of the videos. I don't know when it's gonna be released, but I know I used these doors for that project, and I think it's okay if we use it for this tutorial as well. Don't see a problem in that. They were made in a Blender. They're very simple meshes, and we're gonna just drag the object like so. Also, I want to check the convert units. Yeah, we need to uncheck this, hit apply. Now they're going to be huge, and we can select all of these objects. I guess we need to unpack prefab, unpack completely, and then select all of the objects and make scale 1. Good. Now I need only 2 doors, so I'm going to use these two, frame and frame 001, and the rest of it I'm going to delete until I need it. Let's make this door child of the A, and let's reset position to 0, 0, 0. I'm not sure about rotation. I guess we don't need to change it. Yeah, it should be -90, like so. Okay, and let's name it as door red. Now let's take the second one, bring it to portal B. It's gonna be door blue, like a cheese, door blue. And we're gonna reset position, 0, 0, 0, and make it -90. Now let's reset the camera as well, 0, 0, and I think we can bring it just to the middle, but it doesn't matter, we're gonna change position of the camera later. Just for now, let's reset it all, make it 0, 0, and bring it to the middle. And I guess we can open the doors. Let's just select the child object, which is door itself. Make sure we have pivot point selected, then click E and rotate to open the door. Boom. Same goes for another door. I'm gonna open it like so. Maybe I should open it to another side. I don't know. Let's see how it's gonna work. I don't remember how I did set up my prototype, but it was something like this. Doesn't really matter. Now, this will represent visual look of the portal. This will give us view of the portal, what portal sees. And now we need a mesh to place a view of the portal there on the mesh from another camera, from second camera. So we're gonna create again 3D plane. This time we're gonna rotate it by 90, and we're gonna click T letter and make it smaller. Actually, maybe let's make door bigger while we are on this. Let's use red door and make it 1.5. Alrighty. Now let's take the plane and I don't know, bring it to center, change the size according to the door size. I believe this will do. Maybe a bit to the front. Okay, I'm not sure. I think this is okay. I'm gonna call it door, oh no, wait, portal mesh. Yeah, let's delete mesh collider. We don't need it. And we keep portal A like so. I just think we can bring it down and place it somewhere. Maybe, I don't know, maybe here. Oh, on the top here. No idea yet. Well, let me try just here. Okay. All right. Let it be like so. We can always change something if we don't like it. Now for the second one, we need door blue. Again, let's make it 1.5, so it's a bit bigger. And let's make a plane. I'm gonna call it door, no wait, portal mesh. We're gonna rotate it by 90 on the X and change scale so it fits the door. All right. It may take some time to set up, but I promise you won't regret the result, so stay with me. Maybe a bit to the front. All right. This looks good. If no, we can fix it always. Let's delete mesh collider from here and let's place it. Let's place it over here. Good. Now we need to make a script, C# script, and I'm gonna call it portal view. Also, let's clean up a mess just a bit. No, let's set up the script and then clean up the mess. Also, if you're still here, I guess you like what I do and you like my style of teaching, so I encourage you to check my website, unityalexdev.com. I have lots of different courses there. As of now, it's only 2D. There's like platformer, runner, these are for beginners, and there is more advanced course, RPG course that has 40 hours of content. Reviews are just crazy. People really love it, so maybe you should check it as well. You can grab discount coupon there. Well, check the website, decide on your own, all right? I would appreciate if you do that. And also, if you like the video, maybe subscribe, press the like button, leave a comment, just help me a bit. Let's get back to scripting. We have a portal view script. I'm going to open this. And here, what we need is something simple. I'm going to delete start and update until I need it. Also these two. Let's delete them. And let's make a reference to another portal view. So it's going to be public portal view, other portal. Good. Now we need a reference to the camera, public camera. And I'm going to call it maybe portal view. And we need a shader that we're going to use, that we downloaded. So public shader, portal shader. All right. This one needed to get reference of the second portal and get camera of the second portal. Now we need a mesh. So if you remember, we took texture and we put it on the mesh. Now we need access to this mesh, serialized field, private mesh renderer, portal mesh. It's a plane we created. And then I'm going to have a private material, portal material. If you remember, I used Unity to create a material like so. This is what I'm going to do in the start function now. So instead of manually creating material for each new portal, if you have like, let's say 10 of them on the level, it will be all created automatically. And when you exit play mode, it won't be there. Just perfect system. Let's go back to code. And in the start, I'm not gonna get component of the mesh renderer. I'll do it manually for now. What we need first is to create a new render texture for camera. So if you remember, again, I created texture like so, render texture. And then I took that texture and drag it to the field of the camera, to the target texture. So now my goal is to do all of this in the script. This is how we do it. We get access to other portal, view, target texture. So we get in the camera of another portal and we create a new render texture for this camera. We're going to use screen width, then screen height, and then depth can be 24 will be fine. This is how I have it in my prototype. Then we need a new material. So I'm going to do portal material equals to new material. And for the shader, we're going to use portal shader. This is good. Now let's take this portal material, main texture, and make it equals to the texture we created before. So other portal, portal view, target texture. This is good. So this is equals to like if we would take texture from the camera and drag it on the material. And now that we have it, we need to take this material and apply it on the portal mesh. Same way we just took material and drag it on the plane in the beginning of the video. So I'm going to do portal mesh material equals to portal material. Perfect. Now we're going to go back and set up these two. We need to select portal A and portal B, drag the script. We have it. Now for the portal A, other portal is portal B. Camera is the camera, shader is the shader, and portal mesh is portal mesh. And let me make it first child of the portal A, because later I want to access this object through the script without dragging it manually. Same goes here. I'm going to drag it here, and then portal B, other portal is portal A, camera portal view, shader, and mesh renderer. Good. Believe me or not, that's it. Now I'm going to go to play mode, and these portals are supposed to have view of each other. Although it's going to be a bit messed up, a bit wrong, it's going to work. Yeah, so we have the view, as you can see from that portal. This is what I would see if I would stand just in front of this door. Give me a sec. So this is what I see from this portal, right? One step and second step. And if I go there, I see the same. Now, what is the problem? The problem is I cannot rotate my camera. If I rotate my camera, view does not change. It looks weird. Same as the position. I walk left and right, but nothing is changing. If you compare it to what I have in my prototype, when I walk, the view is changing, the perspective of the camera is changing, and I can rotate, and I even can pick what is behind the corner and see myself there. So I hope you see the difference. Now let's go back and fix it. And we're gonna start with a position. We need an update function. And in the update, I'm gonna just do vector3, looker, position. So position of a person who is looking, the main character, the player. And we're gonna get other portal transform world to local matrix, multiply 0.34, camera, main, transform position. So now we have a position of the camera, and it was transferred from world to local. So Portal has a local position now of this main camera. And then we're gonna take this looker position and adjust it by a bit. We're gonna make it new vector3. We're gonna do minus looker position.x, and I'm gonna explain why in a second. Looker position.y and minus looker position.z. And then let's take portal view transform local position. So local position of the camera equals to looker position. So basically we transferring global position of the camera to a local position, and then we apply that position to a local position of the camera we have under the portal. And thanks to this, now camera gonna duplicate movement of the main camera, but in reverse, because we have minus here and here. And thanks to this, it's gonna kind of mirror the position of the player, and this will help us to mirror the position of the view. Let me try to show you. I'm gonna place my scene view like so and select one camera. Let's say portal A camera. Okay. And I'm gonna select my player. Look, there is a position. If I walk forward, camera follows me. If I walk backwards, it follows back, and like so. So it's kind of taking position of the player, but at the opposite side. And this allows me to place the camera as I want. Now I'm standing in front of the portal. Wait, I'm a bit confused. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm standing in I'm standing in front of portal A. So camera B duplicates my position, and as you can see, it stands just or almost just in front of the door that's supposed to be, right? So my camera is just like if I would stand in front of, like it has same position but in a different space. You see that, right? If I go back, let's say to this position, and select second camera, this camera is going to be just behind the door of the second portal. So it helps me to mirror the position of the camera. Well, I guess you got it by now. If no, ask your questions in the comments. Maybe I will explain more in the next video. Now, even though camera moves with the player and we kind of recreate in position of the camera, and it allows us to pick what is behind the door, we cannot rotate the view. Rotation doesn't work. And there is a door clipping in front of the camera, but I'm going to fix that later. So we need to do rotation. Let's go to portal view. And just here, maybe let's put a comment. Position. Now let's put a comment rotation. And we're going to do this. Quaternion difference equals to transform rotation multiplied by quaternion inverse, because we need to inverse rotation of the camera, other portal transform rotation multiplied by quaternion Euler 080. So we've got rotation of the portal, and now we need to take portal view, which is the camera, transform rotation, and rotate it the same way another portal stands, but also multiplied by camera's view. So we're gonna do difference multiplied by camera.main.transform.rotation. All right, let's go and try this now. So you got it, right? We kind of rotating the camera according to another portal, and then we multiply it by player's view. So we have the rotation we need. Let's try this. I'm gonna stand close to the portal and I can rotate, and perfect. I can even pick what's behind the corner and see what is there. Even though red door is covering the view, it's okay. And blue door as well. I'm gonna fix that, no worries. So we can rotate now and see what is behind the portal. I love it. Now let's fix the clipping. The first clipping issue I want to fix is the walls, because if I stand too far away from the portal, like so, you can see I cannot see anything. What is happening here? I'm gonna select the scene view and show you. The camera is behind the wall, and because of that, it shows me the wall and not what is inside of a portal. So what we have to do is to change clipping. Let me just make the second window, game window here. And you can see, I cannot see anything. There is a wall right over here. But if I select the camera, this is the one that sees the wall, and change clipping here, then I can see something. So that's the idea. That's what I need to do. I need to change the clipping in the script according to the position of the one who is looking, of the player. So let's go back to portal view. And over here, let's add clipping and then type portal view near clip plane equals to looker position, magnitude. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Now let's go and try this. So now when I stand far away, I still can see, let me hide the cursor, I still can see what is in the portal. That is good. So camera is not clipping when it's behind the wall. There are still a couple of issues, like we can see the door weirdly clipping and the floor as well. As you can see, there's like the floor is cut out here and there as well, but I can promise to you we're gonna fix that in the next video. I'm gonna show you how to do that. It's gonna kind of fix itself automatically when we set up teleportation effect between two portals. So subscribe to the channel not to miss that. It's gonna be a cool tutorial, and I promise to you I'm gonna try to make it much shorter. In general, guys, let me know in the comments how do you like these longer tutorials or shorter one, because kinda sometimes I feel like I'm over explaining things, but at the same time I want to explain things so people really understand it. So please let me know in the comments what you feel about it. Do you want it to be shorter with less explanation, or this is just fine and you like the way it is? Subscribe to the channel, check my website for more courses and tutorials, and remember, we don't play games, we make them.